Have you ever wondered what happens after the fairy tale ends? What if the princess isn't trapped because she's helpless, but because someone is protecting the world from something far worse? That's exactly the question Thornhedge by Kingfisher asks, and the answer is unlike any Sleeping Beauty retelling you've ever experienced. This isn't a story about a brave prince rescuing a princess. It's a story about hidden truths, misunderstood heroes, and the surprising cost of doing the right thing. If you're tired of predictable fantasy stories, this audiobook offers something refreshingly different. At the heart of the story is Retelling, a quiet, lonely woman who has spent years guarding a tower covered in thorns. Everyone believes she's the villain standing in the way of a happily ever after, but appearances can be dangerously misleading. When curious night arrives, determined to rescue the sleeping princess, Retelling faces a difficult choice. Should she tell him the truth, or allow the world to continue believing the comforting fairy tale instead of the frightening reality? Without relying on non-stop action, Thornhedge builds suspense through mystery, emotion, and unforgettable storytelling. Every chapter reveals another piece of the puzzle, making you rethink everything you thought you knew about classic fairy tales. One of the best reasons to experience this story as an audiobook is its atmosphere. The narration brings every quiet moment, magical forest, and emotional conversation to life. It feels less like someone reading a book and more like sitting beside a campfire while an ancient fairy tale unfolds just for you. Kingfisher has a unique talent for mixing warmth, humor, melancholy, and magic into a story that stays with you long after it ends. The characters feel deeply human, even when surrounded by enchantment. Their fears, hopes, and sacrifices become your own. This is the perfect audiobook if you enjoy fantasy that's thoughtful rather than overwhelming, emotional without becoming sentimental, and magical without relying on endless battles. Fans of fairy tale retellings, folklore, cozy fantasy, and character-driven adventures will find themselves completely absorbed. What makes this book truly special is its message. Sometimes the person everyone calls the villain is actually the one carrying the greatest burden. Sometimes true courage isn't about fighting dragons, it's about protecting others, even when no one understands your sacrifice. If you're searching for an audiobook that's beautifully written, emotionally rewarding, and unlike anything else in modern fantasy, Thornhedge deserves a place on your listening list. Don't miss the chance to experience this unforgettable retelling in audio form. The narrator adds emotion, depth, and atmosphere that make every moment even more powerful. Start listening today with a free audiobook trial using the link in the description. Once you hear the first chapter, you'll understand why so many fantasy readers have fallen in love with this enchanting story.